Random House Audio presents Inside WikiLeaks. My Time with Julian Assange at the World's Most Dangerous Website. By Daniel Domscheit-Berg, with Tina Klopp. Translated into English by Jefferson Chase. Read for you by Erik Davies. To the First Amendment and those defending the world's most precious bastion of freedom of speech. Author's Note. When I joined WikiLeaks in 2007, I found myself involved in a project devoted above all to one goal: subjecting the power that was exercised behind closed doors to public scrutiny. The idea of using an internet platform to create transparency where it was most resisted was as simple as it was brilliant. Over the course of my time with Julian Assange at WikiLeaks, I would experience firsthand how power and secrecy corrupt people. As the months passed, WikiLeaks developed in a direction that dismayed core members of the team and led us to leave the project in September 2010. I was confident that the diplomatic, almost reticent criticism I voiced at the time would cause people to question the power of WikiLeaks and the chief figure behind it, as is the case with other organizations. In fact, the opposite happened. Small segments of the public around the world, people who had been acquainted with the topic for a while, did begin to criticize what WikiLeaks had turned into, but their questions were drowned out in the hype surrounding the platform for leaking confidential documents and its founder. Julian Assange and WikiLeaks, bound inextricably to each other, became a pop culture phenomenon. That was due primarily to the informational vacuum at the heart of a secretive organization whose motto is transparency. Now, like so many of the people to whom we gave a platform for revelations, I have decided to make inside information public. This isn't a decision I have taken lightly. For a long time, I was torn between feelings of loyalty and my own moral standards. At WikiLeaks, we often used to say that only an accurate historical record can enable a true understanding of the world. I have decided to do my part toward that end with this book. Daniel Domscheit-Berg, Berlin, January 2011. A WikiLeaks Timeline. October 4th, 2006. WikiLeaks.org is registered as a domain name. December 2006. First publications. January 2007. WikiLeaks announces 1.2 million documents waiting to be processed and published. November 2007. WikiLeaks publishes the Guantanamo Bay Handbooks. December 2007. Daniel meets Julian at the 24th Chaos Communication Congress, 24C3, in Berlin. January 2008. WikiLeaks publishes hundreds of documents about the Cayman Islands subsidiary of the Swiss banking house Julius Baer. February 2008. Julius Baer sues Dynadot, the registry of WikiLeaks.org, loses the injunction it obtained to shut down the WikiLeaks site, and then withdraws the suit. March 2008. WikiLeaks publishes the Scientology Handbooks. May 2008. WikiLeaks publishes the first American Fraternity Handbook. June 2008. WikiLeaks publishes documents from the Memorandum of Understanding in Kenya. June 2008. Global Voices Summit in Budapest. September 2008. WikiLeaks publishes emails from the private account of Sarah Palin. November 2008. WikiLeaks publishes a membership list of the far-right British National Party. November 2008. WikiLeaks publishes a report by the Oscar Legal Aid Foundation about political killings carried out by Kenyan police. December 2008. WikiLeaks publishes German Secret Service documents about corruption in Kosovo in cooperation with German media. December 2008. WikiLeaks publishes the 2008 Human Terrain Team Handbook. December 2008. Daniel and Julian hold their first official lecture at the Chaos Communication Congress, 25C3. January 2009. Daniel quits his job and begins working full-time for WikiLeaks. February 2009. WikiLeaks publishes more than 6,700 Congressional Research Service reports. February 2009. WikiLeaks inadvertently publishes the email addresses of WikiLeaks donors. March 2009. WikiLeaks publishes the database of supporters of U.S. Senator Norm Coleman. April 2009. International Journalism Festival in Perugia, Italy. June 2009. WikiLeaks receives an Amnesty International Media Award. July 2009. WikiLeaks publishes a list of the biggest debtors to the Icelandic Kaupthing Bank. August 2009. Hacking at Random, HAR, conference in Vierhouten, Netherlands. September 2009. WikiLeaks receives a prize from Ars Electronica in the category Digital Communities. October 2009. WikiLeaks publishes a second membership list of the British National Party. November 2009. WikiLeaks publishes the 9/11 pager messages. November 2009. WikiLeaks publishes the investigators' reports about a major German pharmaceutical company. November 2009. WikiLeaks publishes the Toll Collect contracts. November 2009. WikiLeaks publishes the email correspondence of David Irving. November 2009. WikiLeaks initiates the idea of a free haven for the media, leading to the Icelandic Modern Media Initiative, IMMI. December 2009. WikiLeaks publishes field reports concerning the bombing of 2 tanker trucks in Kunduz. December 23, 2009. WikiLeaks goes offline. December 27, 2009. Daniel and Julian talk about the future of WikiLeaks at the Chaos Communication Congress, 26C3. January 5, 2010. WikiLeaks begins work in Iceland on the Icelandic Modern Media Initiative, IMMI. April 5, 2010. WikiLeaks publishes the Collateral Murder video. May 26, 2010. Bradley Manning is arrested. July 26, 2010. WikiLeaks publishes the Afghan War Diaries. July 30th, 2010. WikiLeaks posts the encrypted insurance file. August 20th, 2010. WikiLeaks publishes documents concerning the planning of the Love Parade in Duisburg, Germany. August 20th, 2010. A warrant for Julian's arrest is issued, then withdrawn in Sweden. August 26th, 2010. Julian suspends Daniel. September 14th, 2010. Daniel repairs a malfunctioning mail server. September 15th, 2010. Daniel and others leave WikiLeaks. September 17th, 2010. OpenLeaks.org is registered as a domain name. October 22nd, 2010. WikiLeaks publishes the Iraq War Logs. November 28th.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?